Welcome to the cruise vlog. Obviously I am home now, so I'm just doing an intro now because I forgot to do one since like the hustle and bustle of traveling. But I'm going to take you through our whole trip, pop up some clips. We did the Royal Caribbean Harmony of the Seas. We went to Labadee, Haiti, Falmouth, Jamaica, I could be saying that wrong, and Nassau, Bahamas. So I will take you through the whole thing. I'm going to answer some questions too. I have a whole list in my phone, so you're going to see a bunch of clips. First day we got there, we just kind of did some unpacking, exploring. Day one, you're just on the boat. Well, like day one's the initial day that you like is your travel day. You're on the boat. A helpful tip is they take your bags, and even your checked or your carry-on bags, they'll take that stuff for you. So if you have like a backpack or something, throw a bathing suit in there for the kids, like a bathing suit, some sunscreen. They'll have towels and everything for you because chances are the kids are going to want to hang out by the pool. And I know we were fortunate to get our bags pretty early on, but some people, they say like it could take till like 5 or 6 p.m. I think 5 p.m. is usually the latest. But when you first get there, like we arrived on the boat at like 2 o'clock, and the kids wanted to go right in the pool. So, and we had nothing to unpack yet. So I definitely suggest just like grabbing a couple, like throwing a couple of bathing suits. You don't need towels, like flip-flops if you're coming from somewhere cold, and sunscreen so you can go straight to the pool. Okay, here's our room. Small but mighty, small but mighty. This is where Ava's gonna sleep. Me and Dave are gonna sleep together in that bed unless I kick him to this couch. Or out here, this is the balcony. Look at this view of the balcony.
I have a couple cocktails.
And then we're moving. Okay, and then there's Ava. And then this is the kids' room over here. That's the shower back there, but they connect. Bags we unpacked. Day 2 like was officially like the day that the boat like took, our day 1 was the day that the boat took off. Day 2 we were at sea all day on our way to Labadee, Haiti. I could be saying it so wrong, and I can't pull it up on my phone anymore in the Royal Caribbean app, which also the Royal Caribbean has an app. And unfortunately now that we're like off or our vacation ended, I can't see it, but on it was really great. They have a daily planner that tells you everything what's going on each day. They even have great packing suggestions on there, so I highly suggest taking a look at that before you go. And like they had a formal night, a Caribbean night. There's 2 formal nights actually, a Caribbean night. I think that was it. And the rest of the time it's just pretty casual on the ship. There were some people like for formal night that really got dressed up. But most dinners were pretty casual, and we also did the 3-day dining plan. So first let me take you through our trip, and then we will talk about all the things I want to talk about. You got my morning Starbucks. It's really funny. Here, let me show you. It's a disaster in our room already, but here's my morning Starbucks. But look at that view. Are you kidding me? That's beautiful. Here's our room. It's a mess. This is where Ava sleeps. This little bed came out. Here's our room. There's Ava. And then we pulled this. We'll pull this. How nice that is. Oh my goodness. And then when we come around here, this is the boys' room. They're already on their electronics. It's first thing.
No.
You want Mommy to leave that open for you?
Mommy.
What?
No,
movies. Look at how pretty that is. So cool. And then the rooms connect there too. Yeah, this is Ava's room. Wait, but I have to show you guys the bathroom. This is the bathroom. That's it. And this is our closet, which is all my stuff. Yeah. You have your stuff. We're gonna get ready to go have breakfast and go to the pool.
Yeah.
Day 2, we were at sea all day, so we spent the day at the pool. Highly recommend waking up at the crack of dawn. I think the pool for our ship opened at 7 a.m. So the first day we're like, oh, we'll get changed, we'll get breakfast, we'll go to the pool. There were no seats left. And especially when you have kids, like we had swimmies, goggles, I had Ava's little towel, they do have towels there. it's just nice to have like a spot to drop your stuff, and there was nowhere, like absolutely nowhere except for like the adult only section, like far away from the pools. So highly suggest waking up early. I mean, it was okay. The kids swam. I think we found like one chair like all the way to the back, so we didn't have any seats, which was okay. It was like nice out. So yeah, so day 1 we spent, or day 2 we spent at the pool, and then day 2 that night was actually formal night in the main dining hall. So each cruise is different, but like you get a dining time. So I'll pop up a clip of our formal night and everything going on there.
Oh, you look beautiful.
You love it?
It's the you're the beautiful girl ever.
All right, we're going to the formal dinner night. Let me show you in this mirror. It's a little better. So here's the dress I showed when I was packing from Beachy Dolls. Absolutely love it. Super comfortable. Just did my hair really quick. I took it out of braids today and just curled it. Dave's waiting literally in the doorway. Honey, pop your head in. And we're gonna get going. We're literally heading out now. I think I'm gonna try and bring my camera with me. Did I shave under my arms? Jeez. I'm gonna try my best to bring my camera with me, but we will see, because it's honestly, here's the good lighting. This lighting's incredible. Here's the outfit. Look at this room. Oh my gosh, it looks like we moved in. It's insane. All right, we're going to dinner because we're late and everyone's starving and cranky. All right, here we go.
Wait.
Ava, let me see your outfit. You look so beautiful. Wait, honey.
Wait.
This is the whole cruise ship. Like, look how insane that is. No, honey, I see other people that are literally in suits down there.
No.
That would be cool to have those balconies up there.
That's what I was saying.
What, facing the inside?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Because you get to people watch all day.
Water.
Yeah, but you don't get to see you don't get to see the ocean.
You hugging Daddy?
Yeah, we just missed our elevator.
Ava.
Alright, baby.
Look, do you see the princesses? They look beautiful, right?
Okay, come on.
You are a princess too! Are you want me to carry you?
No.
People, I just bought like a black cocktail dress, and Dave bought a suit. The kids like khakis, and a button down was fine. People go all out for formal night. Like, there were girls that looked like they were going to prom, like ball gowns, like all out. I did not expect that, which makes it more fun too. But so just FYI, I didn't know that going into it, and seeing all these other people all decked out, I was just like, oh wow. Formal night, we went down and we sat at the dining room table. The menu was so we decided to leave and go to the buffet because there was really nothing on it that the kids were gonna eat. Me and Dave weren't like hyped about the menu. So we didn't make it long for formal night. We're like, let's go back to the room, get changed into comfy clothes, and then just do the buffet. They had, it was called the Windjammer Buffet. That they had tons of options. Like every night they had hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken fingers, usually mac and cheese or some kind of pasta for the kids. So that was really great. They always had salad, which was really good. But the food was okay. Like, I wasn't blown away. I was just like, okay. I mean, it was a buffet, but it was just all right. Like, some people were like, oh, the Royal Caribbean has such great food. It was okay. So that was day 2, which we had fun that day. Day 3 was when we went to Labadee, Haiti. Oh. So we are in Haiti, right, honey?
Yes, Labadee, Haiti.
Labadee. We're gonna go get breakfast now.
I'm hungry.
You are? Is that why you're quiet?
Yeah.
And venture off into the
Hungry.
island.
I just get quiet.
He's hangry.
Hungry. Starving.
The kids, we don't know what they're doing next door.
Driving me insane, bro.
That's so pretty. Feels very OBX. Outer Banks.
No.
How freaking cool that is. Are you kidding me? That's insane. That's insane. You don't think that's so cool?
Can I put my sunglasses down?
Look at these. Look at our gaggle. This is unbelievable. Look how pretty. These people ziplining up there. Royal Caribbean's part of the island, so that was the best day ever. Like, absolutely loved it. You got off the boat. We did not do any excursions at all, so we just got off the boat. You walked down, and then they had a little like trolley almost that took you to like the beaches. They had plenty of chairs, little cabanas. You could pay for the cabanas. I believe we did it because there was tons of chairs with umbrellas, a lot available. The people that were there worked for Royal Caribbean. They were so helpful with like finding a spot, lifeguards on the beach. They even had little life jackets for kids. They had, or we bought towels from the boat down. They had a beach buffet, which was great, and it was all included because it was in the Royal Caribbean, so like that's just in what's included. If you had the drink package, which we did purchase, the bars were included. If you didn't, you could just pay. So that was really nice. We loved Haiti. It was absolutely beautiful. We spent quite a few hours there, so much fun. And then that night we had dinner reservations at Azumi, which was a sushi place on board. And that was excellent too. Absolutely loved it. It's like sushi and hibachi. The food was so good. The service was great. Loved that. Day 3, we were at sea again. Are we at sea again? I don't know. I could be getting day 3 and day 4. We'll just say we were at sea again. So we kind of just chilled by the pool. Lots of fun. I woke up nice and early. Got our spots at the pool. That was a lot of fun. And then day 3 we ate at Sabor, which was the Mexican place. Again, so we paid for the 3-night dining package. And I would highly suggest doing that because the food, like at the restaurants that you have to make reservations for or on the dining package, were so much better than like what's included on the ship, which I kind of think stinks because every time we went down to the main dining hall, we were not impressed and we were like, really? And also we're from Jersey. We like big portions. The portions were very small for adult meals. And even though you get like a starter, an appetizer, a main, and a dessert, like one of my like appetizers, I got asparagus. It was literally like 3 asparagus on like a dollop of hummus. And I was like, okay. So we weren't impressed with what was included on the boat, which kind of stunk because the dining package was expensive in all honesty. So we did pay for the dining package, and then we also paid for the drink package because the kids wanted to get, they wanted to get like smoothies. I wanted to get Diet Coke. Dave wanted to get drinks, and the drinks are like $15 a piece. So it just made more sense. So me and Dave got the drink package, and then like I would get a smoothie and just give it to the kids. So that worked out better, but that too, that was like $1,000 to get the drink package. It's just so many things. So like if you're on the ship and you don't have the drink package and you want a soda, they charge you for it, which I just think is ridiculous. And then in the drink package, you could get coffee too, like from the little coffee shops. I just think we didn't realize how many upcharges there were. But I will go over that too. So back to day 3 of eating at the sushi place, or eating at the Mexican, which was excellent. Or was Jamaica. Jamaica, our kids are so young. Well, Ava specifically, she's only 3. So we got off, we walked. It was a lot of the same kind of like stores. The kids wanted to get their hair braided. They wanted to get a coconut they drink out of. So we really didn't do much. We ended up going back on the boat because they wanted to hang out by the pool, and they loved the kids club. The kids club, they absolutely loved. Highly recommend that. That was great. It was ages 3 to 5, 6 to 8, and 9 to 12, I believe, and then 12 and up is like the teen club. But you could just drop them off. Peter and Nico, who are 10 and 11, we let them sign themselves out so like they can come back to the room or call us, and they could sign themselves in, and they honestly loved the kids club. Ava loved it. Like they had dance parties, they had cooking classes, they had movie nights, so that was really great. So the kids like wanted to hang out at the kids club. There was a lot going on with them. So then after Jamaica, that was the Nassau, Bahamas, and we paid a small fortune to go to Atlantis and admission for Atlantis. And honestly, we should have not done it. The kids were so wiped out. They were so tired because Day 5 was our last like full cruising day, and we got there and it was just like more water slides. It was a lot of walking, and they asked to go back on the boat. They were like, can we go back on the boat? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So we were just kind of like burnt out by Day 5. Like it was a lot of like getting on, getting off, a lot of walking, a lot on there. So I wouldn't suggest, like, you don't need to pay the extra to do the excursions. Like if you really wanted to go down to the Bahamas, I would just say like go down, maybe grab a taxi, see the town. We didn't, so I don't know what there is, but if you wanted to. But for us, Atlantis was not worth it because we already had all those things. Like it was beautiful. It was so cool seeing it. Like I was amazed. I've always wanted to see Atlantis. But for us to pay for the water park, like I would have rather just walk through it and be like, all right, we saw it, and then went back, because the kids didn't want to do it. Like they wanted to hang out on the boat. But now let's go over some things. Is it worth it? No. I think cruises are freaking, everyone was like, oh, cruises are great, they're so nice, everything's all included. No, it's not. We're a family of 6. So I'm just gonna tell you the number wise because it's just easier. But keep in mind, we are a family of 6. So it was $5,200 initially was like the cruise cost with everything included, like meals, drinks, all, or not non-alcoholic beverages, all of that. And we were like, okay. And then we also had to pay for our flight, which was like $2,500. So right there's a big chunk of change. You don't realize all the extra. So they don't tell you what's not included in that $5,200 is $16 of gratuity a day. It wasn't per person. Was it per person? $16 or $18, whatever. It came up to be $600. Maybe it was per person, because the gratuity on top of it came out to be $600, like on top of that initial $5,200. So I was like, all right, you know, like they do say it in like fine print, but I wish someone would have told us ahead of time so I knew my card was getting charged every day, like random times. So yeah, that was a big sticker shock. Then we also paid for the dining plan, which I forget exactly how that much was. I think it was around like $400 to eat at those restaurants, which was worth it. And again, we're a family of 6, so depending on your family size. It was worth it just because we genuinely didn't enjoy the food except for the places on the dining package. Like the buffet was good, it was fine, like, but it wasn't anything great. There was always fresh fruit, that was nice, salads, and the burgers were nice, but like it wasn't great. The main dining hall, like we ate there twice, or no, we only ate there once because we left the one time, and we ate there on the last night just because I was like, all right, we should just do it. And they called us down. They were like, hey, you haven't eaten in the main dining hall, like why don't you come? And they were very pushy about like doing their survey for the service, and I was like, we've only been here one night and all you guys keep talking about is doing your survey, like can we have our meal? And honestly, Ava got mac and cheese. It was cold. The chicken fingers were cold. Peter got a grilled cheese, and the cheese wasn't even melted. So like the main dining, the one time we ate there, we had a really bad experience, and the food just was, it was not good, like in all honesty. So, which stinks because that's what's included. And I know a lot of people just like do what's included there. And I don't know if we're just picky, but like even the kids were like, they were like, can we go to the buffet and just like pick some stuff? And I was like, all right, like we'll go to the buffet. So yeah, that was a bummer. I was not impressed by the food except for those restaurants we went to. Oh, I forgot, we also went to Chops the one night for Dave's birthday. Chops Grill, and that was really great. That was excellent. The meal we had there was excellent, but again, we paid for the dining package, which was $400. So now tip $600, the $400 for the dining package, so that's $1,000. So now we're up to $6,200. Then we also paid another $1,000 for the drink package, because once we got on board and we realized how much one drink was, and if Dave's gonna be drinking like 4 drinks a day, for him it was worth it. And then like I was gonna be getting coffee and soda and smoothies and all of that, and every once in a while I would get a drink. It was just kind of like, and taxes, or tax and gratuity was included in that. It was just like, we might as well just do that. So now we're up to $7,200, like, which they make it seem like it's all included. And then we wanted Wi-Fi, because I do work from my phone. Obviously Dave needed Wi-Fi too, so we just paid for me and Dave to get Wi-Fi, which I think was like another like $100 to $200. So all that stuff added up. So like the initial like price of being close to $5,000 was more like $8,000. Like I got my American Express bill because you have to put your bill onto your card, and there was an additional like $2,600 of charges after the fact. And we've talked to another couple in the main dining hall, or a few people, another family, another lady that was traveling with her son who does cruises a lot, and she was saying the same thing. She was like, they charge you for like, they nickel and dime you for literally everything on that cruise. Like I felt like everything was extra, like all the things that you wanted to do was extra, which was just kind of, it was kind of annoying that like you think you're getting everything all included. The shows were really good. We did really enjoy the shows. There was one that was kind of weird in the theater on the ice skates, but like Grease, the musical, was great. They did like a water show. The boys went to it twice. We only went once because the older two, they loved it. So that was good. Let's see what else. The kids club, I got a lot of questions about that. That was great. I felt really comfortable. There was always a couple of people in there. They give you a little phone. So if you don't have the Wi-Fi, they give you their phone. They'll call you if you need anything. All of the kids loved it. Like literally all of the kids had so much fun. They made friends. Ava asked every single day when she woke up, she's like, can I go to the kids club? I'm like, okay, first we're gonna go to the pool and then like later. So what we would do, we would spend like the whole morning at the pool around 2 o'clock, let the kids go there and kind of cool off because it's inside. They always had games and things, and then we would like bring them back, get ready, do dinner. And then there were some nights that like they had pajama parties. They brought them down to the theater, did movie night, they did rock and roll night, they did space night, they were doing arts and crafts. They had video games, like Xbox games and stuff like that for the older kids. So they wanted to go back. So the kids club was really nice. I just wish me and Dave took advantage, like planned it out better, because I feel like we were saying what we would have done was make our dinner reservations later and bring the kids to the buffet and just do the dining package for maybe just me and him, and bring the kids to the buffet, let them eat earlier on, drop them off at the kids club when it reopened at 7, and then do like a nice dinner, at least one night, just me and him, and then let them hang out. So we kind of like, we started learning towards the end, like we could have planned things out a little better. So this was both of our first cruises. We haven't been since we were kids ourselves. Seasickness, there was only like one day. Like normally you don't feel like you're rocking. Today is the first like full day being home, and I literally feel like I'm rocking as I'm sitting here talking to you. So that's not fun. But there was 2 separate days. Like one day Dave felt really sick. It was like I'm rocking, and then like the next day I was like, oh my God, I feel it. But that was towards the end. There's lots of places to go and things to do on the ship, but for as big of a ship as it is, there, like the initial 2 days, it's like, oh my God, we're never gonna see anything. And then after that, you kind of just like know the ropes. Bring a stroller. We did not bring Ava a stroller because we were like, she never goes in her stroller. That was also, I feel like that would have made our trip so much better if we were remembered to bring a stroller. Even like when you get to the port, even if you have kids that haven't been in a stroller in a while, just bring it, because there's so much walking down the port. And then if you have bags or towels, you could shove it under the stroller. I know a couple of people bought like those carts that you wheel, like beach carts, and that was such a smart idea. So definitely, if we did it again, we would bring that, which we wouldn't do a cruise again. There's lots of walking, so bring sneakers, bring comfy sandals. I know for formal night, people were in heels. For me, I just wore like fancy sandals, but like I just wore them that one night. Other than that, I was either in sneakers or like my comfy flip-flops every day. I said to get the pool early, to reserve a spot, like wake up early. If you have kids, even if you don't, like just wake up, throw a towel on there, throw some of your stuff on there. That way you have like a home base. And that's what we did too, because then we could tell the kids, because there's so many slides and stuff. We're like, all right, this is our home base if we get lost. You're going, oh, I said the stroller. Oh, the food was okay. The buffet, honestly, was the best choice if you're eating, if you're not doing a dining package and you're just eating what's on the boat. The buffet was the best. We did not care for the dining hall. And the dining package to us was worth it, but it was also annoying that it was so much. Like I feel like it should have been, I don't know, I feel like it should have been included. Like we shouldn't have to pay maybe a little if it's like a higher end restaurant, but like the Mexican place that was just like tacos and stuff like that. Like I feel like they could have included that. So that was a little bit annoying. Like Johnny Rockets, I feel like that could be included. Like the kids were dying to go there and we didn't know it wasn't included, and like, we already made the dining reservations, and I'm like, are you like really Johnny Rockets? Like, whatever. Bring a refillable water bottle. They have tons of, well, actually this was a problem. They don't have tons of water stations. They have the like Coca-Cola machine, but I felt like they like hoarded the water. Like when you go to the dining hall, they had like these jugs and you could drink it there, but there's signs that say like not sanitary for like refillable waters or something, but we just refilled our water in there. And I think they should have had more of those stations throughout the boat. Like you should be able to get water whenever you want. Not just go to the dining hall and get like a cup. That just kind of annoyed me. Like I wish they had stations throughout the boat to like just fill up like a regular water. You shouldn't have to pay for that. Starbucks. So Starbucks is extra. There was Starbucks on our ship, but in like the Cafe Promenade, there's like 2 like coffee places that weren't Starbucks on the boat. The gym had a Vitality Cafe. They had Starbucks drinks that were included in your drink package. So as long as you didn't go to Starbucks itself and you went to one of the like Royal Caribbean places that had Starbucks, they were included. So that was kind of weird. So something to know. Pack light clothing. Like it was hot majority of the time. It's very windy. So if you're out on the boat, if you're inside, you're fine. But most of the time, like I was going makeup free. Like you don't need a lot. Like you're outside all day. You're in the water. You're in the sun. So most of the time, like I was going makeup free. My hair was up or in braids because it's so windy. I mean, you're on the water. Inside, it's not that windy. And inside, it wasn't like freezing temperatures. So like definitely pack light. Like majority of what we all wore was bathing suits and cover-ups, and then we would like hang them outside to dry. We only really needed 3 and you could rotate for those days. And you know, cover-ups when you're going onto the island. But at night it was pretty casual and just that it was windy. But yeah, so that was our experience. We didn't personally love the whole cruise thing. It was a lot of hustle and bustle. It's also exhausting, like traveling with kids. Like, but for me and Dave, we would never pick to go on a cruise, just us as a couple. Like that would not be our thing. With the kids club was great. It was great. Like the kids, there was like pools and stuff. I think we're just more like resort people. Like we go to a resort or even like an Airbnb dock and the kids can like run to the beach and things like that. But yeah, there was benefits and negatives to the whole thing. But I just personally thought, like initially they make it seem like it's less expensive than it is, and all those added charges were honestly ridiculous. So, because we were gonna do Disney and I was like, no, like this is way less expensive, and it's not. So you definitely pay. The kids had a blast. I mean, as a parent, you know, if you're going on a family vacation, it's just exhausting. But yeah, that's everything. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, or any recommendations, or what you thought about a cruise. Because I know my aunt and my cousin, like they're cruise people. They go on cruises all the time, which I'm sure if you go more often, you probably learn like the ins and outs, what to do, what not to do, things like that. So for us, just this experience, we were like, all right, we wouldn't do it again. And getting off the boat, the last day getting off the boat, that system was awful. We were in line for an hour to get off the boat at the port. It was just, people were complaining. It was ridiculous. It was hot. The elevators were packed. Like they needed a better schedule, or they just needed to figure that out. Like there was a lot of people complaining about that. And then being with all the kids, I have to say the kids did a really great job of just like being patient, because other people were not. So yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this video up, but that was our experience. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the next video.